Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the engine room. Is this the first
outside
broadcast engine room?
OB.
Can I give you a clue of what we are doing it in? Hang on a sec, you ready?
Yes, that's right. 4 doors. We're in an Audi A7 Sportback. It's one of the nicest cars on earth. So none of us owns it though. That's the problem.
No, we're actually in a showroom in Audi North. So.
Audi North Dublin.
Let's be specific.
The number 1 Audi dealer in the country,
There you go. Add away.
Other Audi dealers are available.
I don't think they are. They all independent.
Okay.
It's all one, isn't it?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Audis.
But it's a special Audi. Why is it, Dave? And why are we here? And who are we? What's going on?
Des, how are you?
Nice to meet you, Dave.
And Dave and Stephen. This is Des.
Thanks for the coffee earlier on.
Des works out here in Audi North, and Des today is going to talk to us about not just the A7, which we will have a quick chat about, but the 15-speaker Bang Olufsen B&O audio system that's in the car. It's not cheap, but I think when we show you what it can do, you'll realise that it's worth it.
Well, you can't put a price on quality, remember that.
That's the truth. Right, Des, so talk us through it basically. So if you get the standard A7, does a B&O system come in it, or is it Audi's?
It's a standard Audi system you get. Then obviously you can upgrade to the Bang Olufsen system, which comprises of 15 speakers, plus a nice powered amplifier.
Nice.
Plus you'll have unique things like they have tweeters which come up out of the dash,
which are pretty awesome. That's Space Age stuff there.
Yeah, so when you turn the car on and the sat-nav screen pops up out of the dash, also on either side of the windscreen, these little alien heads pop up and look at you.
I don't think that's quite the technical term.
Probably not the technical term, but
they do look like little flying saucers.
Yeah,
they are. They're designed to spread the tweet music 180 degrees around the car.
Tweeting music as you drive?
Sorry. The tweeters are, it's 180 field, so that's how it goes out. And
right.
They're obviously heavily patented and no one else can copy them. It's also a sealed box, so it's all the speakers are sealed in the box, and they're not really actually mounted in. They're kind of resting there, so you don't get reverb coming off them into the doors and stuff like that.
Okay, that's interesting, because it's one of the things that the louder you play your audio in any car, really, if you've got your sunglasses, in the side of the door, obviously it's going to start rattling and shaking. So these have a membrane around them that separates them from the frame of the door itself.
Exactly.
Wow.
So the way Bang & Olufsen, they're all about quality, so it's get the best quality they can at whatever cost it is, and that's what they've achieved. Obviously Audi has a link with Bang & Olufsen. Bang & Olufsen use their sound tools to test their stuff as well, so it's it works well with each other. I think Bang & Olufsen's tagline is our speakers are easy on the ear, and they also say that they're easy on the eye as well, so that's why
they do look pretty cool.
I'm just looking at the ones in the back here, and it's all metal and chrome.
Yeah, now there are 15 of them as well. I mean, you're not going to see all of them. I guess some of them are around.
Some of them are hidden.
I saw in the boot beside the spare wheel, the sub is in there, and it is giant, and it makes a difference.
We all tested our favourite music on it as well. What music that we would generally test a sound system on?
Yeah, to see what it's like.
S Club 7 and stuff.
S Club.
Humphreys had his S Club 7.
NSYNC,
and I had my mix with that savage bass line of the Black Eyed Peas, which just rumbled, right?
Yeah, it did, totally rumbled.
And then you had like some trash metal going on that we all got out of the car from.
Yeah. Customers left the showroom.
Well, actually, no, because I didn't get out. You guys were outside the car while the music was playing.
I was still here. Then it started, and I go, I'm going to have a listen outside.
As good as it sounds in here, it's also an incredibly well insulated car, because we didn't really have to listen to.
Well, honestly,
terrible metal music, so it was quite good.
No, but generally, it wasn't that loud, was it?
No, not really.
It's not. It's designed that way, so because the speakers aren't vibrating off the car, and it's focusing the channels inside the car. You'll also have a sweet spot, right? So the way speakers are designed, you have like a 30-degree angle, which if you're setting up your home stereo system, it's 30-degree angle, the two front speakers, and then your rear speakers are meant to be like 120, and that will give you your ideal sitting position. Obviously in a car, that they've a bigger problem, because the ideal position in the car, there's no one sitting here.
Yeah.
That's the center of the car. So They actually
Unless your
design.
dog is in the car.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes.
they
Even your
won't
dog
really-
should wear a dog seatbelt. We must talk about dog seatbelts on
Can
the
you get
show.
dog
It's another
seatbelts?
show. We'll talk about another show.
The speakers are designed so that they can adjust to whichever point it is, and they can adjust the sweet spot by adjusting the music and stuff like that.
So you can have all your music focused at you
On the driver. So let's say there's settings there, so I can go in and change it to driver, and it is literally like the orchestra is in my head while driving along.
Unbelievable. Also,
Not
is
that
it?
it isn't orchestra music.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
S Club 7. Isn't it also true that in order to minimise road noise and aircon fan noise and engine noise, that the system also does stuff there? What
Yeah,
exactly is
there's
it
actually
doing?
speakers built up here.
Yeah.
Most cars will have that, and once they hear the noise increasing, what Bang & Olufsen just bring it to the next level. They take in fan noise, road noise, speed, everything comes into effect. And
Chattering children.
Yeah, and they adjust the sound accordingly. They do it all automatically. I think they spend something like 300 hours tuning every system, and that's...
So this kind of works like the microphone on an iPhone, which counts as background noise out,
Yes.
so you can hear
Yeah,
the conversation
yeah.
properly.
similar.
Only
kind of-
way better.
Only way better, yeah.
Now let's, because it's a little bit vulgar, but we have to. Let's talk about price. This is an expensive Audi A7.
Yep.
With it, with a standard Audi system, what's it going to? An A7 going to say? Sportback going to set you back?
For a nicely spec'd out one, you're talking 70 grand for
Okay.
you guys are into your cars. You want a few little bells and
Yes,
whistles.
we definitely do. This one we're in is what, about
96.
96.
Yeah.
And how much of that is the B&O stereo?
9,133 euro.
Okay, so 10% of the value of the car is tied up in the. Now, look, we all tested it, right?
Yeah.
Like, if we had stupid money, which
Yeah.
none of us do, because
Yeah.
you know we don't have real jobs.
Oh, are you coughing saying that you do have the money?
No,
is
I
it?
just coughing.
But if we had stupid money
Yeah.
and we were going to buy any car, no offense to
Yeah.
Audi, because we have to, all other brands are available, would we spend 10% of the value of the car on a sound system?
After hearing it, yeah, I would. It is that
As
good.
somebody who uses audio as a professional, like with PAs and stuff like that, and I've never bought my own sound system for my own house or anything like that. I don't have a radio in the house apart from the clock one that you mount the iPod into.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Because I would prefer to spend it on stuff that I would use for work rather than myself, but that's just me personally.
Yeah.
You know, I've never seen the reason for me to buy something. If I want good sound at home, I'll put my PA so I can watch it on like TV, plug it into the surround sound, like make a surround sound out of it. But I think I'd be happy enough with the standard Audi.
I have to say, I've driven a couple of nice Audis in the last 2 months, and they've all had a very good Audi system in it. They don't compare to this. I can see where the money is, and I can hear, you know, the difference.
Even just playing stuff off your iPhone, which
Over
is
Bluetooth.
condensed MP3 via Bluetooth, it still sounds mega.
Exactly.
So
Would you
can
not prefer
imagine-
to spend 10 grand on some other extras though? Like, I'm not putting the system down.
yeah.
Like, just
I suppose the way Bang & Olufsen looks is, you know, their main target is customers who have Bang & Olufsen systems in their home. So if you have a Bang & Olufsen system in your home, your chances are you're not in a 3-bed semi, you're in a mansion, and you've probably dropped 20 to 30 grand.
semi. It had to happen.
But that is, and that's their target market is people who would know the brand and stuff like that. Of
course.
Like 9,000 is a lot of wedge.
It is.
You know, when you're
But it is relative. If you're dropping nearly 100
grand on a car.
Okay, but with the 100 grand on, so just say you take the Bang & Olufsen out, what else could you put into the car then that could be awesome extras? Is there much left for this car to put into
Well,
it?
probably not at 91,000.
There's a lot in this car. Like
Yeah.
this car's got head-up display, night vision. Did you see the night vision?
Not yet.
No!
No.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
okay,
that.
we'll go back to that in a minute. Yeah, there is. You'll find people who are into music are enthusiasts, and they don't mind spending the money. They'll have done all the
They can
research.
understand and they can see where their money's going.
Yes.
They don't look at it and think that just sounds like a ridiculous price for a speaker.
Yeah.
They know, oh well, I know for my 9 grand I'm getting
X, Y,
The
Z,
best,
yeah.
you know.
I completely understand that as well, but as a music person and as a purist as well, and I love my sound, I couldn't justify it because why put something extra into it that's already there? That's just me though. And even if I was a multi-millionaire, it'd be a different story. I'd be like, yeah, whatever, put a Bang Olufsen into it.
Depends if you're into music as well. If you're only going to be listening to the radio station, then this is probably a bit pointless.
Yeah.
But, you know, as you said, for people that are into music,
For people who don't like download 1.28 or 128 kilobyte illegal files and they actually have proper quality audio, yeah, it's going to make a hell of a difference. But if you're just playing it off your iPod that you buy from iTunes, you're wasting your money, I think, because it's compressed audio and you're not getting the full benefit from it.
Wow.
Yeah.
there you go.
Cool, but Cooper.
Put me in my
Go.
box.
Yeah. Well,
I'd still have it.
I'd still have it. Just so you can open the door and people can see, look at that Bang Olufsen.
I just play voice memos already.
Also,
I just play really, really low tones and warm up my organs internally.
I'd also have the like I'm blagging my way through pronouncing it. Is it Bang Olufsen or?
It depends.
Here
I
we go,
know.
Dan.
Hang on, we have to go
Language
to our
expert.
resident language expert
It
here.
depends. I mean, do you want to pronounce it? It's a German company.
Yeah.
So it's Bang und Olufsen.
Bang und Olufsen. Yeah.
Or if you go the Alan Partridge
Why do you
route.
hang on? Why do you always sound like a jolly fat German when you do your German voice?
That is exactly what I am. I'm the jolly fat man in the corner in the bridges. I'm doing the slapping dance and drinking the tankard. Yeah. So I mean,
How would it be pronounced if you were Spanish though? This is my favourite part.
Well, it depends what area of Spain are you talking about.
Off of
Andalusia.
Malaga.
Andalusia.
Oh, here we go.
Sí, claro, Bang Olufsen.
Bang Olufsen.
Sí.
Okay, in Russian.
Australian, no, Australian. I want to see Australian.
Oh, mate.
Sound system.
Finn,
Gonna
fuck it out.
I'm not going to throw this in a fucking ute, mate. This is worth 10 times what I paid for the thing. B&O, straight up. You know, it's not going to
Russian.
Русские Bang и Olufsen, потому что вот все, знаешь, так в Audi это важно. Я думаю, что это главное, что у нас вот какие-то звуки, знаешь, но вообще.
Would Dizzy Rascal have it though?
I doubt it, man, because like probably what he's got in his like something you got Halfords and that in it. Got a Sony for like 90 quid. That shit, it's got UV light and that. Yeah, I mean. Anyway, stop messing. We're talking about cars.
Okay, so that's a stereo.
This is the first podcast we've spoken about anything audio.
There was also night vision.
Yes.
We discussed night vision, which would be really good because we're doing this as a podcast.
And it's daytime.
And it's daytime. So now we need to be extra descriptive.
Okay, so what we have is
Lights.
if the lights turn on, and then there's a button here.
Okay.
We have
Is that in front of us?
yes. So that's actually what that is. That sorry, I got
Okay, to explain what's
describe
going
for
on,
radio, right?
The
So
TV screen has popped up on your dash.
in between the two tachos, so your rev counter and your speedometer, you have a TV screen, which is like a black and white screen. It's an infrared camera.
Oh my
so
giddy arm.
what we're seeing is we're parked in front of a pane of glass, and the infrared is bouncing off the pane of glass and coming back and seeing the heat from the engine, which is lighted up in there.
Okay, so
Oh,
if you
Dave's going to get
rub
out.
your hands,
Can I just say that was unattractive, Dave getting out of the car because I just saw serious bum
so
crack.
you can see the heat on his hands.
Get down.
Is
You need to move down further.
It's in the Audi logo.
Yeah.
There you go. So you can see the heat around
see
his neck.
Yeah, his fat
And-
hot face.
Yeah, hot face.
Yeah.
Actually, you can see the heat on the crotch there as well.
Yeah. Your crotch is very hot.
oh, you know it, baby.
Right, but obviously on a road at night.
At night, what this is right, it's designed, it will see a lot further than the eye can. So where it will look through, let's say if there's something, an animal in the bush or something like that, it'll pick up its heat signature.
Bush. Semi and Bush, go on. Back
It'll
on the
pick up
march.
its heat signature and it'll give you a warning that there is someone up there. So to give you an example, when we were actually building the dealership, there was a guy standing at the fence there and I was demoing it to a customer. He was actually standing behind a steel gate and it was dark and we were driving down and I just had it on and all of a sudden, being a popped up
Body
warning,
heat.
there's a person there and neither of us could see him.
Wow.
And all of a sudden he walked out from behind the thing and you know, that's how it works.
Because we've been sitting here with the car with the engine running, and we can look through the reflection of the window, the engine through the grille of the car.
Yes.
Is hot.
Is hot. It's coming up as white. That's
The
pretty cool.
best thing about this is when you're in the pub, you can say, I've got night vision in my car.
Absolutely, 100%.
All that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Oh, where that can result to Prove it! Alright, let's go out to the car and let's go night driving, which you should never do after being in the pub.
Does the head-up display work in the daytime?
Yep.
You see that?
It only, well, I can see it.
Oh, you can see it because
what
you're
it's
sitting. Right.
Yeah, so
in there.
what that does is it projects the speed that you're doing plus warnings and night vision and stuff. Can you see it?
From here?
If you see the little 0?
Oh my god, yeah.
So that projects it out past, so as you're driving, your eyes don't have to leave and unfocus and stuff like that. They actually have to have a specially designed windscreen to get the curvature. They change it. It's not just a normal windscreen.
Because it's projecting onto a couple of mirrors and then up
and then up and out. Yeah.
That's actual hologram technology right there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Get some dancing girls up in there, it'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be really distracting and very unsafe while driving. While looking at them through the infrared!
The car also parks itself.
Now talk to us about that, because that, when you say park itself, a number of manufacturers offer different levels of parking itself. Is this one that you pull up to a space and then let it, put it in reverse and say, do it? The
way Audi do it is they let you control that. They, people want to feel in control of the car, right? So they will let you control the speed. So it'll measure the space. It'll tell you fit in that space. You turn it on, and you pop it into reverse, and you let go of the steering wheel, and it'll do all the turning for you, and it'll get it right most of the time.
Yeah.
I know, it gets it right all the time. And it just takes away the angles and stuff like that. And it'll also parallel park and perpendicular park.
So if you go by space, it will go, it will fit in there. It doesn't go and try and go in and go, oh, actually, no, it's not going to fit like a normal person. So you're always, if you don't waste time parking, it will only
park in space.
This space goes,
What it is once you turn it on, it'll, as you drive past spaces, it'll measure up here. So it will, what we're looking at is in the screen here, it gives us a picture of a parking space and the car beside it. So once it drives past a space that it feels that it'll park in, it'll ding and say, reverse into that one, I've got you covered.
Brilliant.
Now, with all this technology that you've shown me, I can now see why this car is because this is like a futuristic army vehicle off of the 70s, but now it's available today in 2013.
Yes.
It's kind of like what Knight Rider should have been. Knight Rider couldn't do this stuff. Knight Rider didn't have infrared vision.
Oh, all Knight Rider had was a gay voice and turbo boost. In fairness. Hello, Michael.
Did he? He was the doctor in that TV show as well.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Michael. You better be careful because your pants are too tight.
Hey, Michael. Looking good, Michael.
I suppose the big thing is technology like this is now, we're seeing it. Obviously, the Audi released it in their top marks, their A7s and their A8, and they then filter it down.
Of course.
So this is now coming in your Q3s, and it costs like a couple of €100. Yeah. Same with another feature this has is adaptive cruise control, which is by far my favorite option. You turn on your cruise control, it'll actually come to a complete stop and keep the same distance between you and the car in front.
So it's shooting a laser out.
You can drive down the motorway and effectively not have to look.
You should look, but you don't have to look.
And does that have lane assist on it as well?
Yeah, you have a lane assist as well, so it will, if you start to sway.
Sorry, that's lane assist, not a girl called Elaine who's helping you.
If you start to sway
also an option. I saw her, she's nice.
She's German though.
Die sind jetzt 20 von Hausen in die fucking Glock. That's not German, is it?
It was very close. I think it was Austrian.
Yeah.
If you start to sway in a lane, it'll correct you back on. So it'll put strain to stop you. So it's measuring the lines. You also, if you see in the mirrors here, you have little black patches.
Black things.
We saw this on one of the Volvos, the safest car in the world Volvo. Yeah. What was it called? V40, where it had the warning you're about to pull out and somebody's right in your blind spot.
So what it is only the driver can see it. It's really bright LEDs that flash and catch your attention. So if you're, to be honest, they flash a lot for me when I'm driving the N50 because I'm doing dodgy moving. If you drive badly, it flashes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Wow. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Why are you doing that? You might hit this car. Yeah. So, but
Michael, why are you driving like an ass?
No, sorry. Just one thing about the parking. So it will steer as you control the thing. It isn't one of these cars that you can physically get out of the car.
No.
And tell it to park.
Obviously, Audi have developed a system. I know there's videos on YouTube where you'll get out of your car, you take out your iPhone, you'll hit park,
right,
and it will drive into the car park, for you. So you first of all lock the car, drive in, and it will drive around and find a parking space and park for you.
So ridiculous.
Then what you do is when you want your car, so you're walking back to the car park, take out your iPhone, you go call it, the car will start up itself, pull out of it, obviously make sure that no one's around, and it will return to its original spot. And then you unlock it with your key and get in.
So essentially it's like valet.
Hang on. You have kids.
Yes. Well,
You have kids.
Yeah.
I have kids. You don't have kids. Come please.
He's got a jet set lifestyle. He's not as tired as we are.
How many times do your kids have your iPhone? Now, go ahead. I'm just thinking, you're in a hotel, you're in Budapest, you've got a loan of an A8, and then all of a sudden your 3-year-old's going, Daddy, look! And you're like, what? There's your car out there, 50 floors down.
But think about how much you could absolutely freak your kids out when you just get out of the car and
Yeah, that's true.
but leave your kids in it.
Yeah. Lock the door.
So it's a concierge, it's a valet, self-parking valet, and a babysitter at the same time. Jeez, sign me up.
It's worth 91,000.
And you can deafen them with metal music if you're playing it really loud.
Des, thanks so much
Or
for talking to
drown
us
them out.
today. Yeah, well, you could do. Yeah, I guess make sure you can hear them. I appreciate you talking to us.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Let's go for a spin.
Yeah, we'll just go straight through the windows, won't we?
Yeah.
But I'm sure it has
They
a
won't
laser
notice.
cutter. Actually, before we go, you were talking about. Can you tell us about the fog light?
Once again, it's
This is awesome.
Audi will be releasing. They're putting like a laser beam in as a fog light. These videos are on YouTube. This isn't official Audi.
Yeah.
We're into our cars.
You've
so we do
seen
this.
it. That's all we'll
we've
say.
seen it. Okay,
Yeah.
so instead of a normal fog light, which is bright, you have a laser beam which will come out past the back of the car, and will put like a line across of do not enter my kind of safe zone.
Yeah.
So obviously in fog that looks almost like a laser beam ramp that comes out.
Illuminating the fog as it
It's
hits
illuminating
the
the fog, and it's
Awesome.
a wide kind of laser
Now,
beam.
if Audi were smart, they could because with lasers they're so like awesome. You could actually put the logo of the Audi in the laser.
You're such a brand whore.
I'm such a brand whore.
Well, the only
That's
thing
a very, very
I
clever
personally would be
idea.
trying to drive into the laser if I was driving behind. I know.
Freak out.
Well, we have
Just-
noticed that you're a bit of a reckless lunatic on the road, and every safety feature that's available on this car. And
Well,
I try and
it's
brake.
important. It's important that he is aware of how all these features work. That's
True.
what-
Yes.
And their flaws.
Yes.
Brilliant.
flaws.
Right, well,
Thank you very much.
A7 Sportback, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thanks,
This
guys,
is
for
definitely the
coming.
nicest car we've ever done an episode in.
we've never done an episode in a car before.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I think this is. I think
You've set the bar.
We're
Yeah.
set the bar very high with
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So.
Come at us, brands.
Yes.
Come at us.
Yeah,
Other
yeah.
brands are available.
Yeah.
Right, well,
Check us out on Twitter.
Yeah, twitter.com/Engine Show. Same on Facebook. We have a website, theengineroomshow.com.
That you may or may not at some point put a post on.
And if you're listening,
Cooper won't.
Who's done the last three?
Cooper won't.
Me.
Hey, I get
Lazy.
busy
Yeah.
putting like clever stuff on the Facebook page that everybody
Yeah.
lols at, and then we get messages saying, "Hey, that's a popular post. Why don't you push it more and pay us money?" No.
Check us out on Joe.ie as well,
Yeah.
and check out
you're-
the Audi North guys on Audi North Dublin.ie. Audi North Dublin.ie.
And also, if you're listening to us on your iTunes, you can hit subscribe so you get the show automatically.
Also, if you're listening to us in your €97,000 Bang Olufsen equipped Audi
Let us know how
A7
we
Sportback,
sound.
let us know what we sound like.
Yeah, brilliant.
Awesome.
All right, later.
Bye.